Uh, Welcome back, guys. We let this guy go, the war criminal, and we found the lore book here, the next lore book in Rivenspire, which is Spirit of the Daedra. How you should know us: death, defeat, and fear. We do not die, we do not fear death. Destroy the body, and the animus is cast in the darkness, but the animus returns. But we are not all brave. We feel pain and fear it. We feel shame and fear it. We feel loss and fear it. We hate the darkness and fear it. Interesting that the Daedra fear darkness. The scams have small thoughts and cannot fear greatly. The Vermai have no thoughts and cannot fear. The Dremora have deep thoughts and must master fear to overcome it. The clan bond. We are not born. We have not fathers or nor mothers, yet we have kin and clans. The clan form is strong. It shapes body and thought. In the clan form is strength and purpose. The oath bond. We serve by choice. We serve the strong so that their strength might shield us. Clans serve by long practice, but practice may change. Dremora have long served Dagon, but not always so. Practice is secure when oath bonds are secure, and trust is shared. When oath bonds are weak, there is pain and shame, and loss, and darkness, and great fear. How we think about man. Perhaps you find scams comic and Varmai brutish. But how then do you imagine we be you humans? You are the prey and we are the huntsmen. The scams are the hounds and the Varmai the beaters. Your flesh is sweet and the chase is diverting. As you may sometimes praise the fox or hare, admiring its cunning and speed, and lamenting as the hounds tear its flesh, so do we sometimes admire our prey and secretly applaud when it cheats our snares or eludes pursuit. But like all worldly things, you will in time wear and be used up. You age, grow ugly, weak, and foolish. You are always lost, late, or soon. Sometimes the prey turns upon us and bites. It is a small thing when wounded or weary. We fly away to restore. Sometimes a precious thing is lost, but that risk makes the chase all the sweeter. Man's mystery. Man is mortal and doomed to death and failure and loss. This lies beyond our comprehension. Why do you not despair? Yeah, I mean, the Daedra will never understand how men behave despite being mortal. Some men are courageous, they don't fear anything. Okay, we're gonna read the next lore book here before we go to Horfrost Downs and start the next quest. Invocation of Azura. By Sigilla Parade. For 300 years I have been a priestess of Azura, the Daedric prince of Moonshadow, mother of the Rose, and queen of the night sky. Every Hogitum, which we celebrate on the 21st of First Seed, we summon her for guidance as well as to offer things of worth and beauty to her majesty. She is a cruel but wise mistress. We do not invoke her on any Hogitum troubled by thunderstorms, for those nights belong to the Mad One Sheogorath, even if they do not coincide with the occasion. Azura at such times understands our caution. Azura's invocation is a very personal one. I have been priestess to 3 other Daedric princes, but Azura values the quality of her worshippers and the truth behind our adoration of her. When I was a dark elven maid of 16, I joined my grandmother's coven worshippers of Molag Bal, the schemer princess. Blackmail, extortion, and bribery are as much the weapons of the witches of Molag Bal as is dark magic. The invocation of Molag Bal is held on the 20th of Evening Star, except during the stormy weather. The ceremony is seldom missed, but Molag Bal often appears to her cultists in mortal guise on other dates. When my grandmother died in an attempt to poison the heir of Firewatch, I re-examined my faith in the cult. My brother was a warlock of the cult of Boeotia, and from what he told me, the Dark Warrior was closer to my spirit than the treacherous Molag Bal. Boeotia is a warrior princess who acts more overtly than any other Daedroth. After years of skulking and scheming, it felt good to perform acts for a mistress which had direct, immediate consequences. Besides, I liked it. Boeotia was a Daedra of dark elves. Our cult would summon her on the day we called the Gauntlet, the second of sun's dusk. Bloody competitions would be held in our honor, and the duels and battles would continue until 9 cultists were killed at the hands of other cultists. Boeotia cared little for her cultists, she only cared for our blood. I do think I saw her smile when I accidentally slew my brother in a sparring session. My horror, I think, greatly pleased her. I left the cult soon after that. Boethia was too impersonal for me, too cold. I wanted a mistress of greater depth. For the next 18 years of my life, I worshipped no one. Instead, I read and researched. In an old and profane tome, I came upon the name of Nocturnal. Nocturnal the Night Mistress, Nocturnal the Unfathomable. As the book prescribed, I called to her on her holy day, the 3rd of Hearthfire. At last I had found the personal mistress I had so long desired. I strove to understand her labyrinth philosophy, the source of her mysterious pain. Everything about her was dark and shrouded, even the way she spoke and the acts she required of me. It took years for me to understand the simple fact that I could never understand Nocturnal. Her mystery was as essential to her as savagery was to Boethia or treachery was to Molakbal. To understand Nocturnal is to negate her, to pull back the curtains cloaking her realm of darkness. As much as I loved her, I recognized the futility of unraveling her enigmas. I turned instead to her sister, Azura. Azura is the only Daedra princess I have ever worshipped who seems to care about her followers. Molakbal wanted my mind, Boethia wanted my arms, and Nocturnal perhaps my curiosity. Azura wants all of that, and our love above all. Not our abject slavering, but our honest and genuine caring in all its forms. It is important to her that our emotions be engaged in her worship, and our love must also be directed inward. If we love her and hate ourselves, she feels our pain. I will for all time have no other mistress. It's good. Azura is a very benevolent deity. You can, anyone can worship Azura. And even High King Emmerich has allowed the spirit wardens, the cult that worships Azura, to open her openly in Stormhaven, because he also knows that Azura is fine to be worshipped. Azura is not someone that you should, be scared of. No, I found Mike here.
When young, Mike wished to attend an adventurer school, but Tamriel has more crypts than schools. Can vampires have families? How? Perhaps Mike does not wish to know. Sometimes people disappear in front of Mike. Are invisibility potions so affordable? Come back later.
No, you should say Mike is tired now. Go bother somebody else. Those are typical. We have another lore book here, but we read way too many lore books today, like in the beginning. We'll read one more after the quest, what we do. Or no?
I'd been in Crosswitch, I'd have put my mining pick right into Stern's Gelb's back.
Yeah.
If that Captain Thayer comes around here again, someone's going to get hurt. That wench called me a coward, because I prefer to work here rather than join the Shornhelm Guard. Sense of duty? That's a pile of guardung.
Or for stones.
I'm tired of trying to convince people to buy my wares. I'm just gonna lay it out here and you can tell me if you see anything you want. You should definitely buy something though. I mean it.
Huh? Sugar.
Damn trash, that's all it is. Let it be known that Jaren's Ironworks sells nothing but dung. They call them swords, but you can't get an edge on one of these blades to save your life. Even the Shornhelm guards got better steel than this.
So much to do, so little time.
Not now, friend, please. Not now. We have so much work to do, and I'm not sure how we'll get it all done.
Okay. Hello.
If you're looking to protect yourself, I've got you.
Okay. Master Azalan. Hello.
Stupid horse. Does not even know how to do what he is told. I have a good mind just to feed the stupid thing to the dogs.
Alright. Padil, hello. The horse eyes you nervously as he's expecting to be beaten. Oh, that's not good. Animal abuse. Olivier,
There's
sorry.
no way I'm sticking around here to shovel horse dung for the rest of my life. I got big dreams, and I got the skills to make them happen.
Alright.
I'm sorry, sir. I tried, but no one here is willing to enlist.
Unacceptable, Captain. Either deliver me recruits or deliver me your resignation.
What happened?
What will I do now? Without the Shornhelm Guard, I'm nothing. I told the General I'm a soldier, not a recruiter. But now I'm to be discharged if I fail? It's not right. I've tried to do my duty, but I can't force people to enlist.
You can't find new recruits for the Shornhelm Guard.
Not a single one. Montclair's war has decimated our ranks, and people now see enlisting in the Guard as a foolhardy proposition. I have a few prospects, but they seem to have no sense of duty. I don't know. Maybe my manner is just too harsh.
Is there any way I can help?
Certainly. I have one prospect who should be simple. Martin Datu. He's in the stocks for Mara's sake, but I can get him released if he enlists. When I spoke to him, however, he was stubborn and rude. Perhaps you could talk to him?
I'll go see if I can convince Martin to enlist.
I've already spoken with the constable, and he agreed to release Martin if the young man will enlist. I simply can't understand why a criminal would choose the stocks over doing his duty for his kingdom.
Can you tell me why the Guard needs new recruits?
Because Rivenspire is a mess. Blood fiends roam across the land. Montclair loyalists attack our towns. Need I say more?
Can't the other noble houses provide soldiers?
Yes, but this? Let's face it, this new civil war has taken its toll.
Talk to Martin Ditto, okay. Oh, hello, Deputy Assange.
Frankly, I'm surprised the Shornhelm Guard is willing to take on such riffraff. If Martin doesn't take the deal Captain Thayer's offering, he deserves to rot in the stocks. For dull-wittedness, if nothing else.
Hello, Martin.
If you come to poke fun at the prisoner, you'd better think twice. I'll be out of these stocks soon. And then you'll have to watch your back. They may not have enough evidence to hold me, but that doesn't mean I'm not a dangerous criminal.
What crime are you accused of?
They say I broke into Jerian's ironworks and robbed the place during the night, but they haven't got any proof. Besides, my friend is going to come forward and vouch for me. I was at his house drinking mead all night.
Whatever the case, joining the Shornhelm Guard might be a good idea. They could use you.
And get myself killed? I can't do that. My father went back to the dirt 15 years ago, and my family needs me around. My mother would fall to pieces, and my sister doesn't make enough coin to support herself, let alone the both of them.
Alright. So, talk to Martin's mother, talk to Deputy Assange, talk to Martin's sister. Okay. Alright.
Huh! Can you believe that? I heard what Martin said. He's either completely delusional or incredibly naive. He's been a troublemaker all his life, and he's not getting out of those stocks anytime soon.
So do you have evidence? You do have evidence against him.
We have enough. We found his boot prints in the mud outside the broken window. He was involved. I'm not sure he was alone, but he was there. In fact, that friend of his, that Olivier, I suspect he may have helped with the robbery.
Is that the friend he expects to vouch for him?
And that's the thing. Olivier said he didn't see Martin at all that night. Some friend, huh? If they weren't such amateurs, though, I don't think the constable would have made the deal with Captain Thayer.
Hmm. This guy, right? Olivier?
I saw you over there at the stocks talking to Martin. Does that fool still think I'm coming to his rescue? He's like a babe in the woods. I told him not to wear those fancy boots. It's not my fault he wouldn't listen.
So you were involved in the robbery?
Yeah, so what? I wasn't dumb enough to leave any proof for that constable to find, so I'm in the clear. And don't expect me to risk my neck sticking it out to vouch for Martin. As far as I'm concerned, he's better off in the stocks.
Feel like you were a bit... if Martin gets punished, I'll make sure you join him.
Wait! No, please! Please don't! I'd go mad in the stocks! Look, I don't know how to sell these stolen goods anyway. How about this? I'll just leave them on the constable's doorstep tomorrow morning. That will clear Martin's name. Is that enough?
Alright, that seems reasonable. Talk to Martin's mother and sister.
Over here, Initiate.
I didn't know there was an inn inside. Hello,
The
Shalia.
Dusklight is the finest inn in Hoarfrost Downs. It's also the only inn in Hoarfrost Downs. What can I get you?
Welcome to the Dusklight. I'm the cook. Things have been so nerve-wracking lately that I've started to lose my hair. If you find a stray strand or two, it's probably mine. But I wash it quite often, so don't let it concern you.
Yeah. Mort the Merry. Hello.
In the springtime so fair, the ladies sow the seed. When harvest rolls around, I'm still drinking mead.
Okay. Oh, Liz Asbury's. They're from the Moira's Hope, the refugees.
My poor husband. I miss him so much. But
More drink over here.
I'm just so happy. I can't stop crying.
Why?
Laura's hope may be lost, but we'll survive. And we'll remember what you did for us.
It's the same dialogues they had before. Regis Morasco.
Hoarfrost Downs used to be a grand little town. Now look at it. Nothing's been the same since Rancer's War.
Tell me what Rancer's
You
War.
mustn't be from around here. Everyone knows how King Rancer declared war on Wayrest. Tried to show High King Emmerich what for. Truth be told, it didn't go so well. After about a year, Rancer was defeated. Happened right up there, on Trader's Tor.
How was King Rancer defeated?
Orcs loyal to the High King had Rancer and his legions surrounded. Story goes that Rancer had some grand strategy to win the war, but General Datu betrayed him. They say the Cursed Legion still guards the Tor, waiting for the chance to strike again.
Okay. Thievery. Oh, hello, Aubrey.
Welcome to the Dusklight Inn. Not exactly the lap of luxury, but we try to make our customers comfortable. The cost of a room's cheap, and if you're as broke as I am, that's all that matters.
Is it harder to get by without your brother's help?
What? You mean because Martin's in the stocks? I don't know if I'd say that makes things harder. Wait, did Martin say something to you? I'd rather not discuss this. Our family's finances really aren't anyone's business but our own.
Do you think Martin should enlist in the Shornham Guard? Like, I'm only asking out because I want to help Martin.
Really? Well, the truth is that Martin's only ever been a drain on our family's resources. His big ideas never amount to a hill of beans. I wouldn't tell him, but the best thing he could do is enlist. We could really use another steady income now.
Yeah. Annabelle Jagnol.
Just passing through, Traveler? I'm about to head out myself. Between the bandits and the vampires and the rumors of war, I want to get out of Rivenspire as fast as I can.
Tell me about these troubles.
Not much to tell. Rumors, mostly. I heard that everyone in Moira's Hope was turned into blood fiends.
What
And House
rumors?
Montclair attacked the Rivenspire troops over at Hinault Farm.
Mhm.
Plus there's the bandits. So I'm leaving, and I suggest you do the same.
None of them are rumors, though. Dr. Martin's mother, Annabelle Jagnol.
Just passing through, Traveler? I'm about to head out myself.
Oh yeah, it's the same NPC, sorry.
So much to do, so little time.
Be quick or be gone.
So rude, this dark elf, because I'm a Argonian.
Cursed.
Ugly as dark elf. Hello.
Ah, an adventurer. Always so inspiring to have someone like you around town. I hope my son Martin would take up an exciting profession like that. But I'm beginning to think the poor boy just doesn't have it in him. He worries me sick, you know.
He thinks you'd fall apart without him.
No, I'm afraid the opposite is true. He's never had a good role model, you know. His dear father was King Rancer's most trusted general. He died up at Trader's Tor. They say he died a dishonorable death. It's a shame we'll never know the truth.
You think knowing would make a difference for Martin?
I do. Martin's always been ashamed. Every chance he's had to make something of himself, he's shied away from it for fear that he would fail, like his father did. If he knew his father died honorably, I think it would inspire him.
So do you think Martin should enlist in the Shornham Guard?
I worry that if he enlists just to get out of trouble, that would be the wrong reason.
Yeah.
If someone could tell Martin that his father died a hero, that would inspire him to follow in his father's footsteps, to join and fight with honor.
Where did she say? Trader's Tor, right?
I can talk about my... No, I'm afraid the
Trader's
opposite is
Tor.
true.
Where's Trader's Tor? Tor. Oh, okay, here. The Traitor's Tale. This might be a quest related to Martin's father.
Come, have a drink with me.
Variament Biochap.
Can't you just leave a man to his drinks?
You have cool stuff, Mr. Mage. Very rude, dude. Very rude.
Nobody cares at all.
Oh, crap. Someone watched me. Buy me to report. No, I'm not going to fight you. The lore book here too. Doors of Oblivion Part 2. Part 1 first.
For the love of Laura, did you really have to do that?
Ow. I cannot kill the citizen. If I can use a counterfeit pardon edict. Open.
We should drink to something.
Please steal a few more items
use a
and then
break.
I'll do it.
Come, have a drink with me.
What is to become of me? Careful, or I'll cut that hand off.
I'll use the counterfeit pardon edict. Easy. NPCs
I little
here.
time for talk.
Ballista again.
Thanks to you, we're alive.
Alright.
Another distraction.
Shut up, stupid cat. Look, little cat. Okay, well, Learn the truth of Traitor's story. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Fuller.
There must be some way to get in. There must be.
Get where? Traitor's story?
Surely there is a way.
Maybe, but... Oh?
Ah, a fellow student of history. You must be. No other reason to visit these gods-forsaken ruins? Fascinating place, though. You realize this is where King Rancer made his last stand. Still haunts the place, in fact. And I intend to find out why.
King Rancer's ghosts on these ruins?
Yes, the king and all his soldiers. Something happened in the final moments of the battle against the orcs of Hrothgar 15 years ago, and they were cursed with undeath. Their undead forms have prevented anyone from getting in to learn the truth.
How do you plan to get past undead then?
Yes, well, that's the challenge. I was hoping, though, since you're here and you do appear capable, would you be willing to give me an escort? I just need to get to the central tower. I'm convinced the answers I seek are there.
Alright, I'll take you to the tower.
I knew if I came out here and hung about long enough, someone would eventually happen by to help. If I can be the one to determine what happened in King Rancer's final moments, scholars will speak my name with reverence for generations.
What is known about the battle that happened here?
A good bit, actually. High King Emmerich's forces have just broken the bulk of Rancer's armies at Markwaston Moor. Some fools actually believe that's where Rancer fell, but that's not the case. He and his most trusted troops retreated here.
And the orcs attacked them there?
Yes, Hrothgar was, of course, allied with King Emmerich. And the orcs had already subdued most of the kingdom, including Shornhelm. Rancer retreated here and the orcs surrounded him. The last moments of the battle, however, were lost to history.
Can you tell me more about King Rancer himself?
Rancer was king of Shornhelm, the ruler of Rivenspire during what many consider the high point of its history. He was ambitious, too. That's why he tried to marry his daughter to Emmerich. When Emmerich